Welcome back. My name is Stephanie. I'm a self-love coach, and today we're here to talk about why doing another diet or trying the old one more time is not going to fix your problems. And by the end of this video, you will have a really good idea what actually makes a difference if you want to lose weight or feel really good in your body. Let's dive in. Okay, let's figure out what is actually happening here. So you get up in the morning and you do the same diet again, or you try a different diet, hoping that you will finally reach the body goal that you have, but you're not. You're failing again and again and again, and you're really starting to feel like a failure. And that's not really an option, right? We still want to achieve our goal. So we try again and again. And somehow we find ourselves stuck in this cycle of trying and putting so much energy into it and somehow still not getting the result that we want. And we still think, no, this time is going to be the one. Now I finally have enough willpower and perseverance, and this time is going to work. And somehow it never is. So when you are in this cycle, I actually do believe that you have three different options. Not just the one of, oh, I'm going to do the same thing again I did last month or last year, but there's actually two other options that you can choose from. And I really want to help you better understand what is happening there and what other options are there. So this is what we're going to go over right now. Option number one is what I explained just now. You get out of bed in the morning and you do the same thing again than you did yesterday or last month or last year, and you hope for a different result. There's actually a quote from Albert Einstein, and he says that the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Now, I wouldn't put it quite as harshly as he did, but I think he has a really good point here. And I want to give you a metaphor to help you understand this a bit better. So let's say you want to make toast. You want to have a nice golden brown, crispy slice of toast for yourself. So you go into the kitchen, you take the slice of toast, put it in the toaster, and 2 minutes later you notice, oh, the toast got burned. Now the next day you try the same thing. You don't change anything. You just hope that the toast won't be burned. But of course, 2 minutes later you will have burnt toast once again. So let's say now you just unplug the toaster, bring it to the other side of the kitchen, plug it in there, and hope that over there you will not get burnt toast. That is the equivalent to trying a new or different kind of diet. You're still gonna get burnt toast until the day that you realize that there is this little regulator thingy that you might have to adjust so that the toast doesn't get toasted as much. So option number one is doing the same strategy you did before and hoping for a different result. Let's look at option number two. Option number two is just giving up. Accepting that you are destined to hate your body, to stress eat, and to just live a mediocre life. Because honestly, I believe when we don't like ourselves and we don't feel comfortable in our body, the best we could ever do is a mediocre life. Since you're here watching this video, I presume that options 1 and 2 are not really attractive for you anymore. So let's look at option number 3, and that is to take back your power. What does that even mean? And how are you going to do that? Because you might even be thinking right now, taking back my power, that sounds so exhausting. And I'm already so tired from everything I've tried. I don't think I can even do that. And I really get that. But also, here's the thing. You cannot fix a problem with the same kind of mindset that created it. Right now, you have a mountain of negative thoughts and beliefs that dictate your behavior. And the funny thing is that most of those thoughts are not real. And the beliefs are usually very outdated and in desperate need for an update. Why is this important? Why are we talking about this? I want to give you an example. Let's say your life is a movie. So you go to the movies and you watch your life on the screen there. Now, there is so many different elements that go into making a movie. And what you see on the screen, the scenes, the actresses, the actors, that is your behavior, right? This is what you actively see in daily life. And then you have the people behind the camera, and those are your thoughts. And they make sure that whatever happens in front of the camera can actually happen in the way that it is intended. And so you've got a director, you've got a camera assistant, makeup artist, lighting technician, sound engineer, and so on, right? All of these people making sure that this movie can actually happen. So those are the thoughts. And then we have the script. And this is the holy grail. This is what everything and everyone revolves around when it comes to the end product that is the movie of your life. So the director could go to an actress or an actor and say, hey, can you please play this scene a little more bold or more passive or more shy, or can you add a little zest here, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, the actress or the actor will still say the same line that you read in the script. That's not going to change. So in order to see something different on the screen, you gotta change the script. Otherwise, nothing will really change. Last time you decided to diet, there were a set of beliefs that informed you that it was a good decision for you to diet. There is a script, a set of beliefs that inform your thoughts, which inform your behavior. So if you're ready to let go of diets, which beliefs might support that? And what are the beliefs you might have to let go? And this is really where the magic happens. When I was dieting, I thought I had to be thin. I thought I had to be good looking. Those were beliefs I had at the time. And once I realized I had those and all the pressure that came with that, I realized I didn't want to believe those things. And how did I know some of those beliefs were not mine to hold on to any longer? I did what I would say is one of the scariest things a human being can do. I looked at myself, not my outward appearance, I was painfully aware of that, but I looked on the inside, who I really was, layers deeper, and deeper into myself, layers that I hadn't touched in a really long time because I was just really scared of what I would find. Who was I? Who is this soul called Stephanie? Beyond being the so-called chocolate addict, the label I kind of gave myself at the time. And when I started to do this work with my clients, helping women heal emotional eating and getting out of the diet cycle, I realized that a lot of our beliefs are actually the same, that our scripts that we act from are very, very similar. And this is why here I want to go over the 5 disempowering beliefs emotional eaters usually have and how they take away your power. Because remember earlier I said option number 3 is to take back your power. So in order to take back your power, you first got to understand who has your power right now, or who did you give your power to at some point so that you can actually take it back. Disempowering belief number 1, I just need to have enough willpower. I think that's the most common one. The way you give away your power here is that you believe that willpower is the only way to ever reach your goals. And with that, you are closing yourself off to other options because yes, there are definitely other, better, much gentler options for you to reach your goals. Number 2, there are good foods and bad foods. When you believe food is either good or bad, you assume that you're not capable of deciding for yourself what you want to eat and what feels nourishing for your body. You kind of let the person, whoever made the food rules, decide that for you. Or worse, you assume that you are not worthy of being properly nourished. Disempowering belief number 3 that is holding you back from having a wonderful relationship with your body and achieving your body goals is I just haven't found the right diet yet. Now, when you believe that, you think that diets should work. And if they do not, you automatically think that you are the problem. And that is such a surefire way to give away your power when you blame and shame yourself. Number 4, my body constantly wants all the unhealthy food. I hate it for it. So what you're doing here is that you are believing that your body is the problem. You're enemies with your body and you spend all your time, money, and energy into trying to win the war, but you're really losing every battle. And lastly, disempowering belief number 5 is I need to control my food intake, otherwise I will binge forever. The way you give away your power here is that you focus on control, which is an action based on fear. You don't allow yourself to listen to your body for what she actually needs. And therefore, your needs can never be met because only you and your body ever know what you need. So those are the 5 disempowering beliefs emotional eaters usually have. If you don't want to give up or just do the same thing again and again, and you finally want to take back your power, let me know in the comments which of those beliefs you want to transform first. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.